We're the only World Food Championship host in the state.
This is the Out of Bounds Show with Bo Bounds.
You know, Blake, I like it when you drop that World Food Championship
Yeah, me too.
liner.
Yeah.
That was, Jeff Jones was there too, and we didn't know each other.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Small world.
So when I was in Dallas in 2019 in October, Jonesy Q was there too. I call him Hollywood, but then we eventually met a couple of months later.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that was a cool deal
Yeah.
for sure. We want to get back involved with that. They're back rolling now that I don't want to say COVID's over. That'll make some people mad, but we're working through it, I guess. God bless the Blue States. Out of Bounds, 105.9 The Zone, ESPN. Show is brought to you by the number one selection of SUVs and trucks at Mack Hike in Flowood, Blake. MackHikeFlowood.com. So, look, unfortunately, some dealerships don't have vehicles. The one good thing about Mack Hike in Flowood is, they're loaded up with SUVs and trucks. So if you're in the market, MackHikeFlowood.com. MackHikeFlowood.com. Not just Ram trucks and Jeep Grand Cherokees and Jeep Wranglers, which, by the way, Jonesy Q has a really cool Jeep Wrangler. When we met Saturday, he drove up in his black Jeep Wrangler, and that thing looked
Fancy.
awesome. But MackHikeFlowood.com, and their lot is loaded at Mack Hike in Flowood. We're happy to have Jeff Jones in. He's a busy man going back to Dallas tomorrow. Kind enough to drop in and cook some ribeyes with his new JonesyQ.com line of rubs. Obviously, he has had rubs for a while. We've told you about Bone Rub and Love Rub and Ecstasy Rub and all the different, and Booty Rub, among others. But now he's rolled out some new ones and kind enough to cook some ribeyes for us, even though our grill was somewhat malfunctioning because Will, the sports intern extraordinaire, now Will was like the Houston Texans on offense this morning. So
these guys are a bunch of dumbasses.
We're expecting Will to bounce back both this hour and later this week. For our listeners, we asked Will to clean out the grill, so he cleaned the grill grate.
Oh.
No, we needed all the ashes out that we've cooked on this thing like 50 times now.
R.I.P. Common sense.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
I vacuumed it out once, but it needs some loving. So, but see, Jeff Jones with JonesyQ.com is so talented. He can just work. It's like last night, Bill Belichick, working through the weather, figuring it out, and finding a way to win on the road.
Yes. Jeff had to work through the environment.
It's cold as you know what.
The officials were
there.
giving him terrible calls. He was getting hosed by the refs all game.
Can't get the damn grill to whatever he wanted, 600 degrees.
What
or
a legend. What a legend.
And yet he's still rolling out. Will you go over there and take some pictures of the plates?
Could be useful.
I need you to do something today before we let you go.
Yeah.
Out of Bounds, 105.9 The Zone, ESPN. So we're going to have some food here in a second. I'm looking forward to that.
It smells like the inside of a high-class steakhouse in here right now.
I didn't know where you were going there.
Yeah.
It does.
It smells amazing.
It does.
I smell like I'm living in the back of Kessler Prime.
That presentation is ridiculous. We'll get some really good shots and turn your phone both ways.
He brings like hand-carved wood, tray, like presentation trays and like.
Look at that.
It's incredible.
Good. Have you got the cameras rolling?
Oh yeah.
Make sure to get some shots of that.
Yeah, we're live on the YouTubes and the Facebooks.
Okay.
And we're giving away some JonesyQ rub, right?
Oh yeah,
we are. Anyone who we'll pick a winner out of someone who comments on Facebook or YouTube video
because they're watching it.
Yep.
All
correct.
right, we're going to give away 4 rubs. I don't know. JonesyQ may let us give away 5. We'll give away 5 rubs.
Boom.
All right.
Locked and loaded.
5 rubs for you over the holidays. Grilling, cooking, hunting camp, whatever you're doing. What'd you say you wanted them to do? Comment or something?
Yeah, either on the YouTube video at Out of Bounds Sports or on Facebook, search the Out of Bounds Show.
I love that.
Just that you're watching the show. Let us know whether you like the helmets or you like the steak or the Rain Dakota on the video board, whatever it might be.
Well, or they can tell me how fabulous I look with no makeup.
Yes, and rumor has it we may be spinning the prize wheel later in this segment too. So probably going to choose winners based on who's commenting on the videos.
And if we do that, Jeff Jones will be spinning the prize wheel.
He'll be our own Vanna White.
Hey, talk about the call to action we did on. He'll be our own Vanna White. Speaking of, this morning is a great example of why we need a female intern.
Correct.
Because
110%.
Emma and Ashley and all, they know how to take the pictures, get stuff together, move stuff around.
Exactly.
I mean, hell, Will's out there trying to put his fantasy football team together. That's the difference in guys and women. It's why women are better at their jobs. Organizational structure and focus. I am living proof of 18 years of having male and female interns on this show. The females come straight in and get to work.
There's
get
no
focused.
doubt. There's no doubt that
you and I know now you run the ship, but guys are all over the place.
Oh, and I'm definitely all over the place.
It's just incredible. I mean, they'll be talking for 10 minutes. I'm like, we need to be prepping. I'm listening to two guys. Females walk in and they are totally focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, no,
Jeff Jones, I love you.
100% right. That's 100% correct.
One bite challenge.
We need the organizational prowess of a female intern here to keep us on the track. Because, like you said, I'm a big picture guy. That's the problem. You and I are both big picture people. We're both think abstractly, look at larger pictures, and then what that means is we sometimes forget the minutia,
the execution.
Yeah, absolutely. And the problem is our intern is clueless. So we need a deadgum, organizational person in here.
And Will comes in this morning wearing a Corral for Heisman sweatshirt.
Yeah. That alone is the only reason he's staying, because of the Corral for Heisman sweatshirt.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he's allowed to stay.
And we have a Corral for Heisman. What is that, a bumper sticker
it's a bumper
or just
sticker.
a sticker?
Bumpers. Well, they're called bumper stickers. It's for anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have one on the set. If you're watching, you can go to YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports, or you can go to Facebook and search the Out of Bounds Show.
Someone on the text line wants to give us a Jonesy Q haiku. Do you know what a haiku is?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. It's a poem for those of you who don't know.
What?
Some people don't know. I guarantee you that there are people who just heard me say haiku and said, "Is that like
I know,
a massage?"
just the fact that he said that is funny.
He didn't say haiku, he said hachu.
Hachu.
Dude, only our listeners could give us a haiku on a barbecue seasoning line.
Yeah. Award-winning rubs and sauces, JonesyQ.com, JonesyQ.com. We are the food and beverage show of choice in the state of Mississippi and the SEC.
Ain't no doubt.
And we have ribeyes in front of us. Jeff Jones, I'd like for you to tell me what I'm supposed to do first. I mean, I get I'm supposed to eat some steak.
So from left to right, we're going to do a one-bite challenge, which is I did three different marinades.
I need a napkin. No, hold on. Will get it. He needs to do something after screwing up the grill.
Good grief.
Grab a stack of those.
Get close to that
If
microphone.
anybody
Jeff.
wants a sports marketing internship, let us know.
We're giving
Not
away
firing
one.
you, Will. You're staying on.
We're giving away one.
If anybody wants a sports marketing
buddy.
intern, we're all.
I'm not dropping Will off. He does a wonderful job. All right, go. I'm sorry, Jeff.
One bite challenge.
Okay, can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay.
And whichever one you pick, I'm going to tell you what seasoning we use, or I can tell you on all three.
Which one do I go? Right first or left first?
Start on the left.
Start on the left. Okay.
Go to the right.
Hold on. You're not supposed to do it when I do it because I can't talk.
I got this. I'm a professional. I've been here before where we just ate and didn't say anything, so I know.
Someone
talk.
put
I know.
steak in
Amy
it.
was like, "Boy, that was great on the
You
webcast."
guys look good. Just
when you
didn't
and
say
Jeff
much.
just sat there and didn't talk for 20 seconds, which in radio or TV is an eternity.
Yeah.
That was delicious.
All right, go to the second one.
You're not going to tell me what they are?
No, you're going to
Oh,
pick
my
which one you
God.
like
Okay.
better, and then I'll tell you the rub combos that were used.
The first one had a smoky earthiness to the marinade.
Now, it's marinated and seasoned.
Mm.
So I marinated them, seasoned them last night, vacuum sealed them, let them sit overnight. So
That is
And they
amazing.
The
all
middle
have
one,
Jonesy Q in it.
the middle one was cooked better than the first one. I'll blame Will
We
for
had
that.
3 different size steaks. I got to thank James at Fresh Market. Went and got me really 3 nice
That's
ribeyes last night. It was
phenomenal,
very
dude.
nice.
Yeah.
So James, I'd give him a shout out today.
Shout out James.
Thank you, James.
So thank you, bud.
Okay. This is my third one that I'm trying. You're listening to the Out of Bounds Show, 105.9 The Zone ESPN. Our friend Jeff Jones, who I call Hollywood, is joining us. Award-winning rubs and sauces. He's been knocking down some serious, I guess, awards and trophies here recently. You can go to his site, JonesyQ.com. And, yeah, award-winning pitmaster and so on. Jeff Jones joins us on the Bell's Two-Hearted Ale guest line, which, by the way, this steak is great with Bell's Two-Hearted Ale.
Yes.
Can I eat this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you. All right. So I got to say, the third one, I'm going to guess. I could be wrong. The third one tasted like it had Montreal on it. I may be wrong on that, but it had more of that like herby, like thyme, rosemary, like that kind of flavor to the steak. Whereas the first two, much more, less herbs, more just like seasoning.
My God, he cooked like a full meal.
I know. He's got a whole daggum plate and silverware and stuff.
It's beautiful.
Oh, my gosh.
Absolutely.
Did you get pictures of these plates, Will? Okay. Don't screw around with me.
Golly. Will, this is the fourth quarter for you,
Yeah.
okay? I mean, this is a goal line stand.
Oh, my God.
We're going to need a lot from you.
It's incredible.
All right, you've got to channel your inner Delta. Well, we've got 2 Delta guys.
Exactly.
That's
I
right.
mean, Jeff Jones is from Cleveland, Mississippi.
That's right.
I love that town. And Will is either from Cleveland or Greenwood. I can't remember. But
The way he's performed this morning, maybe neither will claim him.
I don't think they will. I think, in fact, I wouldn't let him back over the holidays. Not until after New Year's. All right, Jeff Jones, do I need to pick one of the 3?
Yeah, I was just going to get everybody's,
I got mine.
all of them have Jonesy Q rubs on them. And right now, barbecue season's kind of, it's hit and miss. But the SCA, the Steak Cook-Off Association, KCBS is doing a new steak cook challenge. So right now, everything's really focusing on steaks. And even though we have a barbecue line, Rubs of Honor last week, we had 2 rubs finish in the top 10 in beef category. Which,
How about that, Blake?
It's one thing to get one of them in there. To get 2 in there, that's pretty damn amazing. And it was Ecstasy and Montreal Ecstasy, which Montreal Ecstasy is ecstasy. It's just more of a coarse grind with a fine grind. So you actually get the best of both worlds. So which one did you guys like better? The first one, second, or third?
Second.
Mine was
Second.
number 3.
Okay.
Okay, so number 2, Travis Patterson's, we used his Flaps 20 meat marinade, which you put on there for about 30 minutes.
Is that liquid?
It's a powder you mix with beef broth, let it sit for 30 minutes. We seasoned it with ecstasy only and let it set overnight. Then we grilled it. We hit it with Montreal Ecstasy at the end. The second one, you like the second one, right, Bo?
I did.
Okay, the second one is actually, we put ecstasy and cow pow on it and let it marinate for 30 minutes. I rinsed it off, and then I re-seasoned with booty rub, with ecstasy again, booty rub, bone rub. I hit a little bit of Cajun ecstasy just to give it that little bit of heat, and my wife goes, put some O Canada on it. So we just sprinkle a little O Canada on it. So that's where a little bit of the smoky flavor comes from, is from the bone rub.
Okay.
It's got the little sweet, the balance, the heat. But most people think, hey, I'm cooking a steak. These are barbecue rubs. I don't need barbecue rubs. Well, when you mix these things together and make a combo out of them, dude, it'll blow your mind. So that was kind of that. The first one was actually a local guy here, Fireman John.
Yeah.
We used his marinade, which I called Johnny, asked him, what his thoughts were on how to season it, and I marinated his, and then I put ecstasy, Montreal Ecstasy, and booty rub on it. That was the 3 that I went on his. A little bit's different.
Montreal Ecstasy, booty rub, and
Montreal. I did regular ecstasy, Montreal, and booty rub.
got it.
And you just got to pay attention to the sodium content on a lot of these marinades. So if it's got a lot of sodium in it, you want to go easier on your sodium. And at Jonesy Q, we do everything low sodium, MSG free, gluten free. It's healthy. It's something you can get out of the cabinet, put on anything, and not have to worry about if we change the GMO in it to, the health nuts that are, I have to look at it myself, is watching what I eat, keep the sodium down. So that's what it is. So for Blake, on this big plate, we have a kind of a cheesy Montreal mashed potato. I did one
They're
of
delicious.
each steak slice on there, topped with a little red wine reduction sauce.
Red wine
We
reduction.
did the Montreal, the tropical, Montreal and tropical ecstasy bacon wrapped shrimp for Blake, since he wanted some lemon pepper pineapple today.
That's right. Tell them about that.
The lemon pepper on the shrimp.
Lemon pepper
I'm
pineapple.
gonna come over there and
you
slap
taste the
you. I'm
pineapple?
gonna slap you.
Yeah.
It's that good. It's fire.
The steak with the mashed potatoes, and they look like almost grits or polenta or something. Is amazing. Holy, it's hard to find good polenta, but that is
nothing but little baby russets boiled with a little milk, or a little cream, a little cheese, a little sour cream added to it, and Montreal steak season.
I won't have to eat until tonight. Jeff Jones, JonesyQ.com on the Out of Bounds show.
Can you believe some fools are going to work?
Yeah, it's funny that James yesterday at the store goes, "Man, somebody's eating good tonight." I said, "No, tomorrow."
Tomorrow
He said,
morning
"Oh."
at 9:30.
Yeah, at 9:30. He goes, "Damn, that must be nice."
Yeah. Yeah. Some of you posers are going to like sell stuff and punch numbers wherever you're eating steak.
We have people texting us telling us that they're close. Can they come in? One, no, I love you.
No.
But I love the fact that it sounds so good. And look, you've got the holidays, bowl games, NFL games, hunting camp, everything that we all talk about, and Jeff and I were talking about on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I know you're really fired up about the new rubs that you've added to the portfolio.
Yeah, it's something we've worked on in COVID years, which is a long time.
Right.
But what takes
So we're going to start measuring things.
Yeah, in
How old
COVID
are you
years.
in COVID years?
yeah.
No kidding.
But the problem was, as everyone listening knows, it's, hey, we need to get this done. Oh, we can't do it because of COVID. So everything slowed down to a snail's crawl. And finally getting the labels done, finally getting the raw materials in to make everything, it just took so long of a time. So when we finally launched them, it's like, I've been using O Canada since Memphis MA. We put it on our ribs, but I couldn't get it bottled because we didn't have a label. We were doing it in 5-pound boxes, and we had restaurants. Table 100, the Breakfast Club in Starkville has been using a lot of the new stuff before really anybody could get their hands on it because we had it in bulk. Right. So
shout out to Eric Hallberg and the Breakfast Club in Starkville.
yeah, it's been great working with him and getting a lot of these chefs' feedbacks. Especially from Table 100, that they're using the rubs daily on the menu, not just on the ribs, but chicken, the brisket. And so they're giving a lot of feedback and helping us kind of take a little bit of what we put in with barbecue to help, the average listener out to use at home in the kitchen. These aren't just barbecue rubs. They're great for everything. So don't let the Q on it fool you. So, get out and, pastas. You can use the
shrimp
stuff.
and grits, anything you're doing.
Anything you're doing, vegetables, pork chops.
Dude, one of my favorite things to use, and I haven't tried all the new rubs, obviously, but one of your old rubs, I like to put them when you do like a charcuterie board for a game day or whatever, and you do sausage, cheese, and you sprinkle the rub in the barbecue sauce so that it gets on everything. The rub with the sausage, cheese, and barbecue sauce is top notch.
I tell you who made a game changer, and I don't really think it was a charcuterie board back in the day, but when you went to Rendezvous in Memphis and you got their sausage cheese platters,
yeah,
when it was
exactly.
good.
they put the damn rub on the sausage on the cheese, where most people don't. So, and that's kind of the technique I use.
point.
I make sure that it's on the sausage. Make sure you hit every slice of sausage good.
Yeah.
Make sure you top your cheese. I do a different flavor from what's on the sausage to what's on the cheese. Gives your tongue something to trip on while you're getting full, because it's like, damn, what is this? Oh, now it's different. So just playing around with different things, it's exciting. Different cheeses you can use different seasonings on.
Right.
You can get a little bit
You
more.
did that when you did the Boar's Head charcuterie board last year, which was incredible the way you laid that thing out.
Even with a pimento cheese spread.
Yeah.
You can put a little seasoning on that just to kick it up a notch. Just like I tell people, it's like, if you don't know how to make pimento cheese, there's great pimento cheese you can get at Corner Market that's really good. So why not go there and get it? You can add a little bit of your touches to it with a little bit of seasoning. And that's the same way with potato salad. If you can buy a plain Jane potato salad in the store from the deli, take it home, jazz it up, and everybody's like, man, this is the best thing. You go, yeah, I cooked it. It took me 3 hours to make that stuff. It's like.
All right, so you how long did you marinate? All right, earlier, walk me through this process.
Yep. So
you said we've got 3 minutes. You put some seasoning on, and then wiped it off.
Yeah, some of the liquid marinades, like Travis's marinade with Slaps 20. One of the things is you mix it a quarter cup with 12 ounces of beef broth, and you let it marinate in there. So I'm like, if I'm going to do this equally, then I need to put everything on there for 30 minutes, and then you paper towel dry his off, and then you season it. Fireman John, I rinsed off and seasoned. And then with the Ecstasy and the Cow Pal, I rinsed it off. Now, it immediately changed the color of the meat. I mean, you actually get penetration of those seasonings and that marinade in the meat already. So that's what gives you the different flavoring of the meat texture. So all you're doing now at this point is you're adding a little bit, I guess, hints of different flavors in there, utilizing the bone rub, the Cajun Ecstasy, the booty rub. And you can get it a little bit spicy, and you can cook it down so your steak has a little bit of hit on it. And if you feel like it's too spicy, hit it with a little butter, a little drawn butter. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Blake, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I drizzled this with a little butter as it was cooking. I put a little on after we sliced it, and then the red wine reduction sauce. Not a lot, just enough to give you a little bit different texture of it on the meat. And then I think if you make
if
you make a good cheesy mashed potato, which I give a good hats off to my wife on this one, because she will throw mashed potato to crazy. I mean, she takes it to crazy mode real easy. And I'm like, I'm sitting over there thinking, by the time I think about what I'm going to do, she's already like, this is how it's going to happen. And I'm like, thanks, hon.
All right, before we go, can we wrap the show up with our Jonesy Q haiku from a listener?
Let's do it.
This is funny. All right, here you go. This is from RT on the Mississippi Ag text line.
All right.
The rub is the key for fish, meat, pork, and poultry. Jonesy Q, OG.
OG, I like it.
Did he just win the 5 rub?
Yeah, RT gets it. Yeah, there's no doubt. The rub is the key for fish, pork, and poultry. Jonesy Q, OG.
You know what? That's something
pretty damn good, Jeff Jones.
That's something like our buddy Jason Deal would have said.
Yes,
in MMA,
from Delaware.
Yeah, he's all into crazy one-liners and sentences that he just says something. You look at him and go, "Where in the hell did that come from?" And you're like, "Dude, that's awesome. Can you write that down? I'm going to use that again."
You had a cast of characters at Memphis in May, but they were a lot of fun. Thanks for coming in, my man.
No, man, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, JonesyQ.com, JonesyQ, JonesyQ.com, and the new rubs are out.
They're out.
Okay.
They're in stores. They're getting to stores now. I know Corner Market's going to have them a little later.
The dude on 51?
Yeah, Grills of Mississippi's going to have them.
Cool.
McLean's Lodge.
McLean's Lodge. We'll talk about that next time.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff Jones in the house, Hollywood. JonesyQ.com, award-winning pitmaster with his award-winning rubs and sauces. Hit JonesyQ.com, JonesyQ.com.